Hello, Griff, and welcome to another one of my Vidreps. This time we have a game of Fighting Spirit, 1v1. 1-on-1, even. Okay, so the thing is, I've been dodging this guy for a while. This was played last Friday. Aww. That's cute, but no. 4. Click, right click. Select the 2 at the front, click, click, select the 2 at the back, click, click. Get that in straight, okay? The click, 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 click is just horrible. Doesn't matter at this level, really, what difference it makes, but don't. So the thing is with Dr. Isaac, he's just started playing the game. I think I had to explain him what control groups were because he'd never played a Starcraft game before. And he asked me to observe one of his games and, you know, talk to him while the game was going on. Problem there is that I didn't do that. I want to do that because that's what SE 101 was about, and we have fucking Iruian, who none of you probably remember in the NHFFA channel as well. So I want to do it, but I need to find some way that I can fit that into, you know, my busy schedule of falling asleep when I come home and shit. So, all right. One thing though, I'm gonna try and be a bit more constructive, like having that probe idle that long when there's nothing on the fucking map to do. Big no-no. Have that shit moving instantly. When you hear a building, a unit complete, bam, spacebar. Yeah? Get on that. Ram it. There we go. There should be no delay. You have nothing else to do right now. You're scouting with a probe. That's fantastic. But yeah, that's the way to get your APM going, is constantly respond to whatever is happening. And constantly look at your mini-map as well. Now, never in any circumstance do you want to go forge first. Unless you are... No, not even if you're cannon rushing. Fuck that. PvP, no forge. Shoo. Okay? Bad thing. Okay. Now, there is no reason for this. Why are these here? Assimilated, yeah. In that case, there should have been 3 probes idle. So, never do that. Grab them when you can. They could have had you, banked you maybe 20 minerals in that time that they were staring there, and always 3 units on gas, unless you're going for something, some ridiculous timing, which you don't do, because you're a beginning player. Don't worry about timings. Let's worry about the save builds. So, after doing a rather strange thing, he is actually going to find the base here. And yeah, so that forge could have been a second gateway, because that is a thing. Because you're clearly going for zealots. Now you're supply blocking yourself, 3D printer. I know 3D printer, you're also in the NHFFA channel, so I'll give you a little bit of a more astute thing. That should have been a fucking gate, so you don't have to queue up 2 fucking zealots while you have... Because +1 doesn't do that much in PvP. Found you. Yes, he did. Ha ha ha. But where's the pylon, man? Where's the fucking pylon? There's the fucking pylon. Way too late. Could have been 2 pylons right now because that's 200 minerals that are stuck in your gateway doing fuck all. But you're building probes and this Dr. Isaac. Again, I will phrase it once more. As a beginning player, you never stop making probes. Okay? At one point, there are some higher level bullshit going on. When you're B-, you might... at one point stop building probes. But you, at the FZ- level, will not. Okay, so again, that forge, why is it there? Don't matter. You're going for cybernetics core. That's your friend. The cybernetics core is nowhere here. You might go 2 gate for a zealot pressure. That might be a thing, but that's really old, and most people just go for those little goons and, you know, do that kind of thing. Oh, good. Also, yeah. 3D printer, again, if you're gonna go for an early pressure build with 1 less gateway, don't scout with your fucking army, which consists of 2 units right now, but does count as your army. Scout ahead with a probe, because they are faster and earlier. Okay, so he is gonna go for some kind of non-existent build here. Photon cannon, Nexus. The builds are there. They exist, but like I said, nah. We have 4 zealots off of the sort of 2 gate, okay. And there's a cybernetic core that's always nice to see. So he does know where his opponent is, and this will be interesting. Ideally, 4 zealots against some zealots. You're gonna want to fuck off here. Yeah. Okay. No. You might actually no. You might go around here. You know, don't be scared about. Yeah, there you go. You can attack that Nexus. You're still sort of okay. Don't follow them. Ah. Yeah, let's go for that assimilator. That's where the money is. Never go for the assimilator. So this is going to do some things. Alright, that's fine. There's a lot of zealots here now, but you can't... Oh yeah, look at that. That wasn't bad positioning, actually. Look at that. So he is gonna do some quite impressive damage. You need... Why do you assimilate it? If there's any building you want to damage the shields of, is the Nexus. Wow, he did over 30 damage to that assimilator. That's amazing. Okay. Ah! Huh? That... Please tell me that was a misclick. You know, +1 attack. Raw. +1 attack here as well. It's good against other races. +1 attack, yeah. Against Zerg and shit. Yeah, man. Go for that. But, yeah, early upgrades, not that really important in PvP, because it's the most boring matchup and nothing happens. So again, that cybernetic score is unapologetically late. It's horrible, horrendous, awful. Also funny, producing 3 probes in this one, none in this one. Ah. You want to start building goons. Yeah, it's a little late for that. That's still the same 3 zealots. They're gonna kill a probe, which is more than should have been allowed, but alright. So anyway. No, still the +1 attack. There's some goons here though, so I'm happy somewhat. There's 1200 in the bank, which is horrendous. Should never be more than 400 really. But yeah, okay, he's going for an expansion of that successful harassment that he did. There. So at this point, again, I'm gonna say the exact same thing again. Don't upgrade fucking ranged attack on fucking air. But if you have 800 in the bank, 600 gas, and you're building off of 2 gateways, maybe it is time to expand your production so you can build more Dragoons. I mean, I like the fact that you're not queuing up 5 Dragoons. That's very nice of you. But maybe build those gateways. You know, it's okay. Protoss can end the game with like 14 gateways if they want to, so they can instantly remax, because it's quite difficult for Protoss to do that. Same thing here. Oh, we've got a little bit of... He's just gonna go straight in, just an A move in there, man. Oh! He's actually gonna get away with that. Well, with a damaged Dragoon. Yeah. Again, information is very important. If you see an overwhelming force, please don't just fucking bull rush in it. Okay. So there's like... This is enough probes to fill a single base. Okay? Never stop making probes. Seriously. Even if you... Because this is pitiful. This is pitiful amount of probes here. Pitiful. Awful. And yet still, 800 in the bank. Which is a bit of a conundrum, because you only have the 2 gates. Alright? So this was a week ago, so probably he's like... fighting Jaedong already or something like that, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. And again, there we go. He's got the good idea, except, of course, the fact that there's a gateway here, and 1 gateway there, and then 1 gateway there, random pylons scattered around everywhere. Blah. So bad. Okay? Bad. I won't talk about this. No. So center them where you can easily click them, because after a while, like I said, it's gonna be a lot of them. Anyway, we've got a little bit of push. Again, yeah, 4 probes and none building here. It's funny because there's 2 buildings that produce probes now. And yeah, so really focusing on those upgrades here, but not really, you know. Oh, supply block as well. Actually building another pylon before he is horribly supply block. That's good. Again, also the reason to expand, usually, which is funny because you did that to the third and not the natural, which is, you know, this is more difficult to defend because it's got 2 entrances. Yeah. So, alright, there's an attack here. There's cannons in the main, ironically, and they will now do something. They shouldn't have been useful. See, cannons, they go down pretty fast. But alright, so we've got move commanded goons and the zealots at the back, which means horrible things happen in combat. And yeah. This should be the zealots. Why are they? Well, he did have the Citadel of Adun. He just has to. Wow. He is mining the gas. He's not using the gas, but at least he has it to not use. Alright, so these goons should not have won that fight at all. And they are chasing him out, but there's no reality where that should have gone the way it did, even with the use of the fucking base. But alright, we'll keep it at that. So building the gateway here is something that nobody does. You centered them. Please God. Okay, so yeah, pushing your luck now, mate. A little bit. Yeah, maybe produce more. You have the gateways. Yeah, that's the only thing that Starcraft is. Okay, either you're expanding, you're macroing, you're building tech, and you're moving your units. That's the only things that are there in Brood War. So if you're moving your units, okay, with a sudden 200 APM, because you're probably right-clicking like a motherfucker, yeah, okay, you've moved the units, now build the units. Then work on your probe count, because it's horrible. Maybe work... He has just blocked in that goon. That's what he's did. Yeah, yeah. This is not the location to build gateways, ever. Please, never do. Also, why are you not pushing? You have an advantage, suddenly there's not a lot of goons because he's not building any. He's building them some now, and they're gonna get blocked in the fucking ramp. Because this gateway literally gets a tight seal there. But okay, he's thinking about the assimilator, which is good. But why are you not pressuring? 3D printer, what the fuck's going on? You have 3,000 gas in the bank. Maybe, you know, oh good, you done the speed and the Templar archives. Maybe you can go literal full Archons. No, what he's gonna do is go Stargate because he's got a lot banked and he's not done anything with it. So let's go for the most expensive tech. So this goon is trapped. This goon is trapped. All the goons are trapped. There's gonna be 1 billion trapped goons here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Maybe you should go Robo Bay so you can ferry them out. Oh good, he's finally going for Goon Range. Goon Range is the most important upgrade in PvP. It should be the first thing you research, sometimes even before you build your first fucking goon. Alright, just throwing it out there, but it's okay, you went for +1 air. Also, worst upgrade in the game is the shield, okay? Except if you're going mass count in an FFA, never go for shields. They are awful, they are awful. Shields do full damage, get full damage from everything. So no, let's not, okay? Ever again. Good, so now this base is going to be attacked. There's another gateway here, which is actually being used. Well done. And there's here some more here. Maybe, perhaps, if your army is in the main base while your expansion is being attacked, perhaps relocate. He's actually going for the robo facility. But maybe, perhaps, relocate this poor goon, this poor little goon. Look at that. Actually, in its little cage, being assailed by the zealots who can actually escape the cage. That's just taunting. Let's put this goon out of its misery. Thank you. No gas. Are you going to use the army? What exactly are you doing? You are microing a single goon while there's an army here. But don't worry, +1 shields is almost done. Also, there's a Stargate here now. He's gone for the shields as well, so you're in good company. Holy shit. Ah, now they're moving out. Good. You remembered. So now, if those gateways would have not been at the exposed third, where they should have never been, and perhaps they should have been in the natural. Perhaps they should have been in your main base, which is what everyone else does. Okay, we're going to see, because the micro hasn't been that awful. But now you have there's no reason to attack here anymore. There's no reason. Everything is dead, you failed, you lost. It's done, it's over. Alright? Just then, no, why? Why attack? You crawl back home in shame, and you try to have some kind of last stand. At the time, of course, there's a third base being built. There has been an expansion at the natural where it's supposed to be, and there is no storm probably, because let's face it, Sonic Storm is probably one of the most overrated and least used abilities in the game, so there's no reason when you are planning the final assault on the enemy base to actually grab them and move them up. So, 3 Stargates, hurrah, not doing it. Oh, look, actually going scouts. You never go scouts. Never, ever, ever. Unless it's a free-for-all where you have 30,000 minerals in the bank, they are the best units on the map. When they are fully upgraded and 3-3 upgraded, and even have the shield upgrade. You never, never, never go scouts. Please, never again. Unless you're going to stove, but then you're already taking the piss. So, he is retreating. Why? You have pressure, you clearly have him on the ropes, he's retreating. You've killed 3 gates for some reason. Never retreat. It's easier to group them up now, it's safer. But you actually had this one. I don't understand why. Because now he's actually going to regain some map control, because he's pushing forward and he's denying you any scouting information where you incline to have a scout. Which, of course, is not the case, but technically, map control, you know, that's what that's about. But it's alright. And now, the entire army is going to run into speed lots and die. And that's going to be enough to type GG. Okay. So, this was me being a coach. Yeah. It's nice that the Stargates are grouped, though. I like that. See, that's a lot better than 1, 2, and 3. Because after a while, you're going to need your control groups for not buildings, and then you can shift F2. You know, shift F2, and then you go to that place. F2, 3, 4, because F1 is, of course, help. And, well, most of you are beyond help. Ha! So, okay, basically, always the same problems. Always the same mistakes that new players make. So, again, it's salvageable. Okay? That Forge, I mean, look at the build order. The thing is, when I say don't look at build orders, hang on, I need to be really careful because there's a mosquito here and I need to kill it. Easy, easy, don't be afraid. Alright, got it. Mosquito is dead. I need to close my fucking window. Now, as I was saying, when I say don't look at build orders, I mean don't follow them to the letter. Okay? Don't agonize over, oh god, it should have been a 12 pylon or an 8 pylon or whatever, because you're going to lose. You need a general idea of where you want to go with a build. Okay? But it's important that you know why you're doing it. I've said this a couple of times already. I know I keep repeating, but for Mr. Isaac here, Dr. Isaac, sorry. It's important that you understand why you're doing these things. Why are you fast expanding? Because you're planning on putting down a lot of production buildings and building a lot of units. Okay? If you don't have that understanding, then you'll do that. You'll expand, fast expand, you'll build 4 gates, and then, I don't know, get 2,000 minerals in the bank and don't know what to do with it. Like, you died with 3k in the bank. Nobody ever GG's with 3k in the bank. That should have been 10 fucking gateways. Okay? That's 10 gateways everywhere. 9,000 gas in the bank as a Protoss is impossible. Everything Protoss has, except for the Zealot, the Probe, and the Scarab and the Interceptor. cost, and the shuttle, sorry. All other units cost gas. So, wow. Yeah. For you, little man, 3D printer, hey, how you doing? Again, probes, bad building placement, not enough building. You've got 2,000 in the back. You have 4K in the back. You've got this. You rushed for that expansion because you read it in the build order, and then you suddenly have gas, and you don't know why. You could have gone full Archons. Yeah, like full Dark Templar, High Templar, Archons, Dark Archons. That's the kind of money you had. And then again, you expanded, immediately went for the extractor. The assimilator never done anything with it. Why? Why? You know? Use it. So there you go. Also, again, we're 17 minutes in. You should have had 5 to 6 gateways. And a robo bay and observers and all kinds of shit. So look at the tactics of where PvP is at. Okay, so you don't start back in 99 and you catch up with what all the other people are doing. Anyway, there you go. Sorry, Dr. Isaac. I want to do a one-on-one session or a 2v1 session coaching things. I want to do that. I want to record it. I want to do that, but scheduling, man, scheduling. All right, cool. GG's. Bye-bye.